I've been in my heart here for a while. Things have been getting going again, and I'm excited about getting back on here and sharing my journey and sharing the things that I'm learning as I'm going and growing. And this morning, Father's Day, 2022. Today's the first Father's Day in about 5 years that I've actually celebrated Father's Day, and really didn't even understand why. And this morning, some things really started hitting me. I'm very emotional this morning, like a very high charge emotionally. It's been a really good day. I felt really good. My emotions have been great, and I've been feeling really excited. And this morning, I was thinking about my kids and thinking about what it's like to be a dad, what it's like to be a man. And so this video is geared more toward the fellas, especially fathers, but also toward the ladies and the mothers. The message is applicable to both. And so just going to take a few minutes and share a few things that have been on my heart and try to encourage you just a little bit and see what we can do here. But this morning I was thinking about, why am I celebrating Father's Day? Like, I didn't even really understand why. I was like, why am I doing this? I haven't done this in so long, and I haven't really wanted to. And the main reason being is because I haven't really been a super great dad. When my children were younger, I was pretty messed up, extremely steeped in religion, very legalistic, very angry, had a lot of frustration, had a lot of hurt, and began to get a lot of healing starting about 30 years of age. I've got a number of videos on the channel here that talk about that, and but I wasn't a great dad. I tried to help them and teach them and love them and be there for them, but made a lot of dumb decisions and a lot of regrets, a lot of things that I still regret today. And as I was sitting there thinking, why am I celebrating Father's Day this year? Like, why is it something I want to do this year? It just came to me really strongly. The reason that I've healed, the reason that I've become the man that I am, that is so much unlike the man that I once was, is because of my kids. They love me unconditionally, you know, despite the horrendous mistakes I've made and the decisions I've made and many of the rotten people that I brought my children into contact with. And of course, not all of them, but many people over the years being in the religious movement that's just kind of breeds, religion just breeds a very carnal way of acting and behaving. And so I brought my children into contact with a lot of people like that and brought them into hurtful situations. And yet they've always loved me unconditionally. They believed in me unconditionally. They saw beyond the mistakes. They saw beyond the bad decisions. They saw beyond the regret, the hurt, the just the foolishness that was in place. And they loved me and they believed in me and they spoke into my life and they stayed with me and they put up with it and they kept coming back and I kept coming back. And so it just really hit me. I actually started to cry a little bit earlier today as I was thinking about this. It's like, and I actually messaged my whole family. I said, I would not be the man that I am today if it was not for you, because you believed in me. And I just want to encourage, especially you men, but ladies, this is for you too. I just want to encourage you. You've made a lot of mistakes. So many of us men have so much anger inside of us. I was so angry for so long, and I still got some anger. I'm still working through some stuff. But the intensity of the anger that was present in my life for so many years, and the rage that would literally consume and blind me, the hurts of being a child and the mistakes that were made by my parents and the mistakes that were made by other people, and in the religious community and in the secular community, the pain was real. It messed me up along the way, and in the process I got into a pattern of making the same types of decisions, the same types of hurtful moves that caused pain to come into the lives of my children. And so many of us men in particular, and ladies too, the more women I speak with, I'm seeing a trend of more women having a lot of unresolved issues in their hearts, causing a lot of anger, causing a lot of bitterness, causing them to really be frustrated, to have self-doubt, and not recognize their own self-worth. But somebody believes in you. Maybe you're a dad and your kids are estranged from you. Maybe your mom, your kids are estranged from you, and you kind of messed up, and you can't communicate with them, and they don't want to communicate with you, and you don't want to communicate with them right now as a result of the way that things have been. And maybe you feel unworthy to be with your kids, and maybe you feel like you can't be a part of their lives. But the truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, there's always love present. Even when sometimes relationships are strained for years, there's always love that brings you back. Just want to encourage you, fellas, especially. you're struggling with your anger, you're struggling with the regret, you're struggling with the bitterness, you're struggling with yourself, and you don't really know maybe how to process it. I just want to tell you right now that there is at least somebody that loves you unconditionally. There's at least somebody that cares about you. There's at least somebody that knows your name and is aware of your situation, and they're aware of who you can be and what you can be, and they're calling you back to yourself. You don't have to hold on to the past. It's easy to do once it's kind of programmed into the biology of your body with all the chemical reactions that you keep rewiring and kind of rewire your brain and get everything fried into this way of thinking and way of behaving and way of acting. But I can tell you, if you talk to my kids, you talk to my ex-wife, if you talk to people that knew me years ago and they saw the man that I am today, of course my kids and my ex do, but if other people that hadn't seen me in years met me now, they wouldn't even recognize me. They wouldn't recognize the spirit that I walk in. They wouldn't recognize the happiness that I have, because I had people that believed in me, that loved me, that called me to themselves, that really wanted me to rise up and become everything that I could become. And there are people in your life that are calling you. There are people in your life that are looking for you. And maybe you're one of those unique people that doesn't have like a person that you personally know that's doing that for you. I just want to tell you right now, I'm calling you out of the anger. I'm calling you out of the regret. I'm calling you out of the despair. You're not your past. Your past is in the past. It's gone. It's already gone past you, but now you've programmed your body through the constant focus on it, the frustration, continuing it by making the same mistakes, thinking the same thoughts, allowing the same emotions to rule over you. But you're not defined by the things that you were. You're not defined by who you used to be. You're defined by who you choose to be today. And it can be quite a process. It can be quite difficult, but I just want to encourage you today that you don't have to stay stuck where you are, and it's not too late. No matter how bad you messed up, no matter who you hurt, no matter how wrong a way you seem to go and how much pain you may have caused, I hurt for you. I can relate, but you're not that person. You are the person that you now choose to be. And I just telling you today that the image maybe that your kids have of you, or maybe your spouse or a sibling or a parent or a neighbor, or, the person at the grocery store that you met that said they pray for you, that there's a voice inside of you that's calling you to who you truly are, calling you to your actual self, calling you to the identity of a full, powerful, majestic, magnificent man walking in authority and masculine but tender and filled with that feminine grace, but yet strong and virile, and you're being called to that. And I just want to awaken that in you today. I just want to encourage you today. You're not defined by your past, and especially you dads and you moms. Your kids love you unconditionally. You may have screwed up royal. You may have totally just messed it up, but they still know who they've seen you to be, and they love you, and they're calling you to themselves. And right now, I just want to bless you and tell you to open your heart, open your mind, let love flow in you. Let God, whatever nomenclature you want to put on it, let God move in your heart and call you out of the darkness that you find yourself abiding in. You're not stuck, and you're not alone. And honestly, like if you'd like to talk to somebody, I'd be happy to talk to you. I've got a lot of years of helping people deal with emotional trauma and working through issues and finding some healing and forgiveness and letting things go and reconnecting and making better decisions moving forward. I'd love to help you if that's something you'd be interested in. You can just leave a message, or you can email thronebuilders@gmail.com and let me know what you'd like to do. If you'd like to do a phone call or something like that, I'd be absolutely thrilled to do that with you. But regardless of that, I'm not trying to get anything going with that. I just want to encourage you. You're not the person that your past has defined you to be. You're the person that you choose now to be moving forward. And your heart, your soul, everything in you, your spirit is calling you to that person. So open your heart to love, my friends. And dads, I hope you've had a wonderful Father's Day. I had to work today, but getting ready to in a little bit going to cook some steaks on the grill and have a couple beers and just hang out with my kids and my fiance, and we're just gonna have a wonderful time and enjoy the day and enjoy the experiences of what's coming our way. So just want to bless you so much and encourage you. It's okay, man. It ain't over. You're still breathing. You're still going. It's not over. It's all going to work out. It's all going to work out to the benefit of everyone involved. Just watch and see. So blessings to you, my friends, on Father's Day. Ladies, I'm sorry I didn't do anything on Mother's Day. Like I said, this is literally the first video I've done in more than 2 years, and I just got in my heart this morning to go ahead and start today. So here it is. So you guys be blessed. If you need anything, let me know.